There's no reason we can't make this century another American century. But it's going to take a new direction. It will take new leadership in Washington. It will take a real change.
Breaking tension. An unseen clash begins to form inside a room filled with quiet power and watchful eyes. The atmosphere was academic and dignified. Whispers came from students sitting close. Colleagues adjusted their glasses and cameras captured everything from the optimal distance to ensure the feeling that nothing left institutional territory. Barron Trump sat comfortably in a chair with his legs stretched out. His posture was relaxed and confident. He had been listening all along, but there was no need to listen in the common way. With his eyes, Barron Trump observed reactions, measured applause, analyzed gestures and postures of others. At the moment when Barack Obama came closer to the stand, the auditorium gave him an appreciative applause. But Barron Trump saw this, too. Obama started speaking in the usual manner.
Basically, I'm here to announce that we're building Iron Man. This has been a secret project we've been working on for a long time.
Rising pressure. A calm exterior hides a question that could shift the entire room in an instant. Introducing his charm in the form of a joke, giving honor to the hosting institution, and mentioning the importance of dialogue, Barron Trump smiled. Charm was predictable and therefore simple. Yet, what he wanted to see was Obama's polish showing any signs of cracking under pressure. When Barack Obama started discussing policy, Barron Trump straightened somewhat, touching a notebook with his fingers. He was ready for everything because he came here with preparation. As soon as the moderator invited the audience to ask questions, Barron Trump raised his hand instantly. A few participants watched him in interest because of his imposing height, youth, and recognition in the faces of other people. He took a step forward to catch everyone's attention. Barron Trump addressed Obama with great respect, introducing his question that contained the statistics about the economic development during Obama's presidency and a suggestion that these policies promised more than they provided.
Let me start with the economy and a basic fact. The United States of America, right now, has the strongest, most durable economy in the world.
His tone was respectful, but it was also sharp enough to be provocative and to provoke a heated discussion. Participants exchanged glances and leaned closer to Barron, understanding the atmosphere that emerged in the auditorium. When he finished his question, Barron paused, deliberately looking directly into Barack's eyes as if expecting some kind of reaction. There was silence in the air for a short period of time, and Barack did not rush to fill it. Obama put his palms on the podium, looking attentively at Barron for several seconds. After this brief moment of silence, Barack Obama smiled, thanking the participant and asking him to repeat the number and cite his source. He did not say much, but it somehow changed the atmosphere of the event. Barron Trump quickly repeated the number and indicated a superficial report on which he had built his statistics. Barack Obama nodded approvingly. "This is a number that I hear quite often," Obama said, looking directly into Barron's eyes. "And I understand the reasons for this question." Barack did not answer immediately.
We've got to work on jobs. We've already lost 750,000 jobs this year. Some experts say that unemployment may rise to 8% by the end of next year. We can't wait until then to start creating new jobs. That's why I'm proposing to give our businesses a new American job tax credit.
Breaking shift. A single policy moment suddenly changes the entire tone of the room. We've got to work on jobs. We've already lost 750,000 jobs this year. Some experts warn unemployment could rise to 8% by next year, creating urgency that cannot be ignored. A proposal is introduced, a new American jobs tax credit aimed at pushing businesses toward faster hiring. In that instant, the atmosphere subtly changes as confrontation begins turning into reflection. The room falls completely silent, and phones that were recording slowly lower, not because they are told to, but because something more important is unfolding live. Obama then shifts into explanation, calmly outlining the economic situation he inherited, including financial collapse, frozen credit markets, and widespread business cutbacks. His voice remains steady and controlled, never defensive, but clear and deliberate. He explains that numbers alone can be misleading, often hiding timing, context, and unintended consequences, and that growth can begin quietly before becoming visible, while stability may look slow but prevent deeper decline. He adds that leadership often means choosing between imperfect outcomes. Avoiding jargon, he grounds his points in real life. From families trying to keep homes to small businesses staying afloat and workers adapting to change, giving his words a guiding tone rather than a defensive one. Barron senses the shift as the pressure of the question softens, and Obama expands the frame instead of reacting directly. Obama then compares short-term results with long-term stability, noting that some policies aim for gradual resilience rather than immediate impact, and openly acknowledges mistakes not as failure but as honesty, admitting that some decisions only improve in hindsight. That openness changes the dynamic, making it harder to challenge someone who embraces complexity instead of claiming perfection. The room leans in with sharper attention. Obama then turns the exchange back with a calm question about what matters more: growth, wages, or opportunity. Barron hesitates before choosing opportunity, emphasizing fairness and innovation. Obama nods and continues, explaining how leadership requires balancing competing goals and navigating uncertainty, while the room listens in complete silence as the moment shifts from confrontation into understanding.
Anyone claiming that America's economy is in decline is peddling fiction. Now, what is true, and the reason that a lot of Americans feel anxious, is that the economy has been changing in profound ways. Changes that started long before the Great Recession hit, changes that have not let up.
Final moment. What seemed like a debate turns into a quiet lesson that lingers beyond the room. Obama wasn't trying to win. He was trying to explain. He concluded by acknowledging that progress rarely feels dramatic in real time, but only becomes clearer over distance. The applause that followed was steady and genuine, not loud or performative, but appreciative in a way that felt calm and collective. Barron leaned forward, elbows resting on his knees, now absorbing the exchange instead of preparing another question. When the session ended, the room slowly broke into quiet conversations, with people replaying what had just unfolded. Barron stayed near the back, watching as others gradually approached Obama. For the first time since arriving in Chicago, he felt unnoticed, strangely invisible, and unexpectedly comfortable with it. The earlier warmth in his expression had faded, replaced by a quiet restlessness. He may not have won the argument, but he had encountered a different kind of strength. As Obama prepared to leave, their eyes met across the room. There was no smile, no hint of superiority, only a calm, steady nod of respect. Barron returned it carefully, not overreading the moment. Something unspoken passed between them, an understanding that didn't need words. It wasn't humiliation, but something closer to exposure and learning. Later, outside, Barron kept replaying everything in his mind. The pauses, the calm explanations, the way questions were answered without aggression. It struck him suddenly that confidence wasn't about dominating a room, but about control without noise, a realization that stayed with him long after the moment ended.